Hi everyone, welcome to rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today we are doing a full body yoga for flexibility practice. So find just a little bit of space to move. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and let's get started. So let's begin today just finding a nice comfy seat, and you can rest your hands on your knees and maybe let your eyes close. And we're just gonna let our chin fall down towards the collarbone. Bring some length into the back of the neck. Letting the head be heavy. Letting your shoulders fall towards the ground. And then gently letting your head roll over towards your right shoulder. Just until you feel a stretch to the side of the neck. And sitting up just a bit taller to keep the spine nice and long. And then gently letting the chin fall back down. And go all the way over to the other side. And keeping the jaw nice and soft here, a little space between the teeth. And then gently letting the chin fall back down towards the collarbone. We're just going to stick with the neck just a little longer. If you want a little extra, you could clasp your hands behind your head. Just using the arms as some weight, not really pulling on the head, just some weight. And keeping your chin falling towards your collarbone, just let your hands come back to your knees. And then we'll gently let the head roll back over towards the right shoulder, moving nice and slow here. Just taking things a little bit deeper only if it feels good. So you don't have to use any extra weight or hands. You can stay exactly like this, or the right hand might want to rest on top of the head. Again, not pulling on the head to create length, just using it as a little weight. And then to drop that left shoulder a little more, you could actually bring the left hand or arm out to the side a little bit. Off of the knee. Maybe the fingertips all the way to the floor. Awesome, you guys. Letting the hand come off the head if it's there. Keep your head over towards that right shoulder, and then nice and slow, let it fall back down towards the collarbone. Pausing here for a moment. And then rolling slowly over to the other shoulder. Awesome, you guys. Option to add your left hand on your head. An option to move that right hand off the knee and out to the side. just to drop that shoulder. Awesome, you guys. Taking the hand off the head. And gently letting the chin fall back down towards the collarbone. Very gentle, very slow. And then with an inhale, you can start to lift your head back up. And you can keep lifting your chin as much as feels good. Maybe bringing some length into the front of the neck. Feel free to grab onto the back of the head for some supports. Or just leave the hands on the knees. Awesome, you guys. Gently letting the chin just find a nice neutral place. And then roll your shoulders up towards your ears. Pull them back and drop them down. Maybe one more shoulder roll. Awesome, you guys. We're going to bring our hands to the floor. You can come onto your hands and knees to start. Then I just want you to slide all the way down onto your tummy. Tucking your elbows right underneath your shoulders. Bring your palms to face down, Sphinx. If you want a little more for the low back here, you can kind of zip your legs together. And if you want a little less, you can bring your feet out wide. But we're just pushing into those forearms to drop the shoulders from the ears and to get into that low back. So you guys, we're going to take another inhale here. And as you exhale, let your chest fall down to the floor. Maybe rocking the hips side to side a little bit if you really felt that through the back. And we're going to go for round 2. And you can come back up onto the forearms, staying there for Sphinx. Palms facing down, shoulders dropping from those ears. If you want a little more, seal, bringing your hands out wider, but the elbows are still tucking in under those shoulders, but you are going to lift the forearms up off of the ground. But same thing, drop the shoulders from the ears. Find your breath. Let your hips be heavy. Awesome, you guys. One more inhale. And as you exhale, let the chest come all the way down to the ground. Maybe rocking the hips side to side a little bit. Just feeling any sensations running through the spine, especially that low back. Nice, you guys, and we're just gonna turn all the way over onto our backs. Just gonna switch sides though. So roll on over, walk your feet in so that your knees are bent. You're gonna take your left foot and cross it over top of the right leg. And you can keep the right foot down on the ground, or you can lift it up into the air. Maybe give those legs a nice big hug. Hang on to the back of the leg, the shin, wherever. And we're just trying to stretch that left glute, that left leg. Awesome, you guys. Take another inhale. And use the exhale to let your legs come all the way back down to the ground. Uncross, maybe do a little rock side to side. And then we can switch. The right leg will cross over top of the left. Keep that foot down or lift it up. Just going as far as you need to get that glute stretch. Awesome, you guys. Take another inhale here. And use an exhale to let your legs go, uncross, find the ground. Maybe doing a rock side to side. And then we're going to be pulling our knees in towards our chest. And I want you to bring your big toes together and let your knees come out wide like we're in a reclined child's pose. So you can keep hanging onto the knees, just encouraging them towards the ground beside you, getting into the hips a little bit, lightly touching the big toes together maybe. If your feet spread apart a bit, that's cool too, as long as you still feel the hips. And then if you are able, if you'd like, you can actually come into a reclined butterfly, bring the soles of your feet together, hanging onto those feet, and just kind of encouraging the feet towards you. But I still want you to be able to rest your head and your shoulders on the ground. So find a place that you're hanging onto your legs that allows you to rest the head and relax. We're just getting into the hips a little bit. Awesome, you guys. Starting to let the feet go, bringing your knees back together. Maybe do a little rock side to side, massaging that low back. And you can keep your right knee. We're just going to let our left leg go out nice and long. Give that right knee a nice big hug. And you can stay here, or we can twist, pulling that knee across the body over to the left. Let the hip lift, but keep the right shoulder down. Just breathing a little bit deeper. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale to bring that leg up out of the twist. Hug it in towards your chest. And then start to send that leg out. And bring the left knee in. Nice big hug. And you can always stay here, just hugging the knee to the chest. Or going into that twist, letting the left hip lift, but keeping the shoulder down. And breathing just a touch deeper. With the twist and the deep breath, we give our internal organs a nice little massage. So good for them. ready, just using an inhale. Lift the knee back up. Give it one last nice big hug. And then you can send that leg out nice and long next to the right leg. And I want you to reach your arms above your head. Hope you've got a bit of space. And just take a nice big full body good morning stretch. Point those toes, reach those fingertips above the head. Stretch the whole body and then completely relax. And maybe yawn. I've been yawning a lot lately. At the end of our classes. And then we're just going to bring the hands behind the head. Bring your chin towards your collarbone. Lengthening the back of the neck. Moving your feet out nice and wide and resting your head back down. And just taking your arms to your sides. Let your palms face up. Giving yourself the opportunity to spend some time in Shavasana today. As always, I encourage you to stay here as long as you have time for. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. And until next time, namaste.